me.
Above the entrance curtain hangs the well-used frying pan.
The owner's not the Aga Khan.
It is the Jolly Man.
Hula, 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 hula. Wasibalo jingwe, maybe ni jawalo. Wasibalo jingwe, maybe ni waruelo. Wasibalo jingwe, maybe ni jawalo. Wasibalo jingwe.
I scoped the sky for passers-by, Jolly Man and the trip. From the Pleiades, Desdemona came in her rocket ship. Eddie brought the burgers, Banky brought his van, and the little prince at Toulemont did the begging in the sand. Hey!
Hula, 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 hula. Now the party's done, fun tickets gone. We sang and laughed and hoped.
Then I woke back in 20 beneath my telescope. Galaxies and nautilus shells.
Look the same to me.
So ask yourself this question.
How couldn't it be?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain. I'd like to welcome you aboard our flight tonight. We are traveling at 34,000 feet at approximately 420 knots. Those on the left side of the aircraft, I'd like you to take a look out your window. We're passing over Key West, and I'd like to point out Beechy Studios. You're in luck tonight, as our in-flight entertainment will be Coastal Confessions with B-Man and Michelle. So sit back, relax, leave the flying to me, and enjoy B-Man and Michelle's Coastal Confessions on Tiki Man Radio. Oh, I'd like to suggest downloading the free app, so when we do get to our final destination, you can listen to everything on Tiki Man Radio. Enjoy your flight, enjoy the in-flight entertainment, and thank you for flying Tiki Man Radio Airlines.
Well, I'm a tidal pool explorer from the days of my misspent youth. I believe that down on the beach where the seagulls preach is where the Chinese buried the truth. So I dig in the sand with my misguided hands, and if I dig deep enough, hell, I just might dig it up. Talking about treasure, talking about pleasure, talking about love. Now I'm a reader of the night sky and a singer of inordinate tunes. That's how I float across time, living way past my prime, like a long-lost baby's balloon. So I hang on to the string, work that whole gravity thing. But when my spaceship goes pop back to the earth, I will drop into the sea, or the limbs of a tree, or the wings of my love. And I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Maybe invent me a story or two. I've got coastal confessions to make. How about you? How about you? They say that time is like a river, and stories are the key to the past. But now I'm stuck in between here at my typing machine, trying to come up with some words that will last. It's so easy to see that we live history, and if I just find the beat, I know I land on my feet. I always do. Hadn't got a clue. Does it come from above? And I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Maybe invent me a story or two. I've got coastal confessions to make. How about you? How about you? Let's go to church, Sonny. Bless me, Father, as I have sinned. Given the chance, I'll probably do it again. I don't need absolution, just a simple solution will do. So let's talk about the future, or the consequences of my past. I've got scars, I've got lines, I'm not hard to define, just an altar boy covering his ass. I know I can't run and hide, but just hang on for the ride. There will be laughter and tears as we progress through the years, but still it's fun. Hey, I'm not done. Gonna dance till the fall. Supposed to do. Maybe have me a bold drink or two. It's good for coastal confessions, I hear. Tell the truth. Tell the truth. I got some coastal confessions to make. How about you? How about you? How about you? How about you? And you, and you, and you. 42 years since my last confession. Well, Father, do you have the rest of the week? Let's get started. I had emptier thoughts. I smoked some pot. Stole some peanut butter.
All right, this is the Lost Gonzo Band here. We're gonna loosen up for you now. Well, I've been gone for so long. Feels so good just to get back home. Back to my friends and all the faces I love to see. sing a while. Yeah. Don't it make you wanna dance? Don't it make you wanna smile? When you're down, down, down in the country, baby, sing a while. Don't it make you wanna dance? Don't it make you wanna smile? You're down, down, down in the country, baby, sing a while. Make you wanna dance? Don't it make you wanna smile? When you're down, down, down in the country, baby, sing a while. Don't it make you wanna dance? Don't it make you wanna smile? When you're down, down, down in the country, baby, sing a while. Yeah, don't it make you wanna dance? Don't it make you wanna smile? Go down. Yeah, when you're down, down, down in the country, baby, sing a while.
You're tuned in to B-Man and Michelle's Coastal Confessions right here on Tiki Man Radio. Catch us every Friday night from 8 to 10 p.m. Got a confession? Hey, we want to hear it. What could possibly go wrong? What could possibly go wrong? I don't know. What could possibly go wrong, Michelle, on a Friday night?
Lots of things.
Here we are. You just never know. We are broadcasting live. I'm hoping tonight is going to be a good night, that we've got everything squared away. Let me turn down some of this stuff because I've been watching everything like a hawk, making sure that we're live on YouTube. Thank you, Mo. Mo has been chiming in, and I believe Danny has actually been making some comments out there. What a week this has been. Before I get to that, in the studio, we have the world famous, the international star. How do I want to say this? Do I want to say Heather Hayes, better known as now
Lenae.
Lenae? She is joining us tonight.
Hey, everyone.
So we get a chance. Can you hear everything pretty good there?
I can hear great.
All right, I'm gonna just turn
good.
you up just a little bit right there. And how you doing over there, Michelle?
I'm good.
You're good. You barely got off that couch to get over here. Yeah, I'm telling you right now. So there we go. There's Michelle. Give a big old smile on camera.
I'm behind here so you can't see my smile.
I'm loving it. So far so good. Looks kind of dark there. Well, you know, it is dark here. It's in the evening time frame, and let me see. I don't even have this light on tonight, so let's turn this light on, make everybody a little happier. So how does that look? Mo, are you happy that we've turned on the lights here? We're trying to save money. We do live down on an expensive island,
Yeah,
so we're
right.
trying to cut back on,
These LED lights cost a lot of money. Electricity.
Well, this light track right here is actually haunted.
But it's LED. It's haunted because it's LED.
And it was funny because last week when we had Caswell Cook on from Caswell and the Peel and Eats, and then of course Coconut Kevin, and they're sitting in these spots right here, and as the lights would flicker like it just did,
Yeah, it just flickered.
they're just kind of looking up and I'm like, this is an old church,
Oh.
and a lot of people.
This building was the Church of God.
It was a Church of God, so
Oh, nice.
I don't know if this was the leaning or kneeling area
This
or.
is the front. I mean, come on, you can tell.
Well, I'm assuming it is, but
You walk in by the street.
Right,
you
by the
come
street.
in, and the altar and everything is going to be back here.
we should pump
And
around.
that is they probably had a cross or crucifix or something. It was a skylight of some sort, and it has stuff from there. So
You know what we need to do? We
wow.
need to
see.
when people come over, we need to have organ music playing.
Did they do that in the Church of God? I'm not sure.
I
if they
don't
were
know.
that.
I don't know. I remember talking to some of the neighbors that used to live up front. Actually, we met this lady, I don't know, a couple years ago, and she was saying how she lived up front of the house. And when they first were renting this place out, it had a couple pews that they left in there. And she said they were sitting there one night, and this lady come running in, and she was crying. She just opened the door like it was still the church. Come in, and she started kneeling and praying and everything. And
Excuse me, ma'am, get the hell out of my house.
yeah. And so, next thing you know, it's like she just left.
Oh, wow.
Now, I will say when we first moved here, we'd tell people, it's like, come over to our party. We're in an apartment. This is apartment A. So I tell people now, I will walk you back so you're not confused how to get back here. And not to mention next door is the little
Spike.
He's about the size of a whiskey glass, and he'll chew your ankles off. But I tell people I'll walk you back. But before I started doing that, we would have people that would actually go either knock on the front door out front. Or actually, we had some friends that actually walked in going, hey, we're here for the party. And they're like, who the hell are you?
Yeah, they walk into C or B. And people are like, and yeah. Depends on who's living there at the time.
So it was crazy. But yeah, no, it was a lot of fun. And for them, I got a kick out of it,
So actually, like your house is like the Ryman in Nashville.
I like the way you think. I like that idea.
That's what's going on. You have the Ryman in Key West.
I think that was
You live in the Ryman
no, I
of
put
Key
this
West.
camera on. So yeah, I like that idea.
I think that's like...
Because I call it the Beechy Shell Hideaway. So here, where we're sitting is the Beechy Shell Studios, but we should maybe call it the Ryman Annex.
The Key West Ryman.
The Key West Ryman. Oh man, I like that.
Yeah, you
so
like
Beechy
live
Shell
in
Studios, Key West Ryman.
Yeah.
Annex.
Yeah.
Oh my God, great idea. You got to come to the show more often.
Okay, well, invite me back. I just live around the corner.
You do. That's right. Because so you were here for the Tiki Man Sunday show we did after the event. Did you enjoy the event?
I did. I was there. I didn't get there on Thursday. I didn't go Thursday, but I was there all day Friday and all day Saturday.
So were you impressed with what we did?
I love that space, Dirty Harry's. That's so cool.
Are we going to get you next year as part of the lineup?
Well, if that's an official invitation, I'm going to say hell yes.
Well, no, it is an official invitation because I would love, we're
down.
always
Looking for a local.
I mean, one of the things, locals. I mean, we had 3 goals for what we do. Goal 1 was we want locals because they lost their gigs during MOTM. So we wanted to make sure that we took care of those people that, didn't get the opportunity. Second, all those new artists that are out there. I mean, there's a lot of new artists with some really good stuff, and we wanted to make sure that we brought them in. And then I coined it this way, and we laughed about it, but, Danny's would say, you know what, we want to bring kind of the those older trop rock musicians.
I'm an OG.
You said old farts.
And I said, I want to bring the old farts in because they have a following,
I'm an OG.
but old farts, but like big people, like
Sonny Jim.
Sonny Jim, like Roger Bartlett.
John Frenzy, I mean.
Those, try and get in some of those guys,
Yeah,
once in a while, so.
and
we had Mike Nash.
We did.
Before.
We've had Mike Nash before. Now I will say that throughout our event, Mike, wherever Mike was at, was like asking me. He was quizzing me every day. How's it going? What's going on? Because I think he cared about how things were happening here. Knowing that what they did in Gulf Shores, and like I told him, I'm like, this was perfect for what we did down here. And I can't believe we're already at the stage of setting up the lineup for next year already.
Yeah. Well, not only that, you had a great turnout.
We did. I couldn't believe the turnout. I mean, I was worried Thursday.
Yeah, the first day started out a little slow, but I told you, it's like after 2, it's going to pick up, and it did.
We had this meeting.
By 2 p.m.
We had this meeting with Mark Rossi, who owns Rick's and everything down there, on Wednesday. And I think Danny was a little concerned. Danny was like, what does he want? And I'm like, I'm not really too concerned. I kind of had a feeling maybe he was, wanting to feel things out, feel us out a little bit, gauge us a little bit.
How is it going to be without the rest of the...
And so we had the meeting, and he was like, well, this and that. And I was kind of like, well, I'm concerned too. I'm not going to lie. I'm concerned what's it going to be like this year, especially when we had the other, events that were going on the island, which, we weren't a part of, which we call ourselves, we're the official.
Yeah.
We are the official songwriter showcase.
Original.
The original. Yeah, the original. Thank you. And after, and of course our first opening act was a local, and my God, he tore it up. I mean, they did a great job. Now, I will say I was concerned about that because the first year that we had him, he came in and it was all heavy metal. And he was the last one that night. And people had walked out because they're like, I don't want heavy metal. You know, we're here for some trop rock kind of stuff and everything. And I was like, I'm sorry, you know.
Yeah.
And so I told him, I said this year, I go, we want you, but will you please, you know, be mindful of what our event is about.
Right.
You know, I mean, our audience is not heavy metal and are going to, like, you know, carry a body across the crowd and
No mosh pits.
no mosh pits, none of that stuff. So, but they, Tim Marshall Curtis and his band, and of course his daughter was the lead singer, and Trinity is just, she's, for 18 years old, I mean, she is awesome. I mean, that girl's, she's got a career.
Yeah,
at some point.
That's cool.
But yeah, so so the whole year, you know, leading up to the 3 days was perfect.
Yeah.
You know, the little things we did upstairs, you know, in the evening, and we're going to expand those this coming year. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. So yeah, it's an official invite. So if you want to be a part of it, you and I will sit down and talk, and we'll figure out the schedule.
We'll figure it out.
Because
Because that sounds like a great time.
I think it's going to be an awesome time.
And I hadn't played with you guys since 2019, so I'm ready. But I
Has
should
it been
say,
that long?
Yes, but you know what? You know what? One of my favorite things is that y'all did. You know, this year.
See how Michelle migrates to the couch?
Yeah,
and she's on camera now.
She's over there with the kitty. She's over there with the kitty
I had
cat.
to go stretch my back sitting in this chair.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
We're going to have to get
okay.
you a
We won't get-
ergonomic radio chair.
We just need to move the microphone over there. Get some
Could
extra
you help me pick this
long-
desk up? We're just gonna move it over.
Extra long, get an extra long wire cord over there. What I liked about this year too is that you guys had the tent set up with the hamburgers and the hot
Yes.
dogs, and I think that's just the smell of the hamburger and hot dogs like drew people even back in there, and
Well,
and it could raise money,
it did good this
for
year.
a good cause.
And in years past, we had a little bit further in, and the problem we had the last couple of years was that smell and all that smoke was wafting into the stage. Oh, no. So we were like, how are we going to do it this year? So when we moved the tent out, and it was able to move the hot dogs and hamburgers out, and then we came up with the tent idea with Tiki Man Radio on it.
Yes,
I mean, it
that was cool.
That worked perfect. And of course, then we had the wave where, Fred, the general manager there, came up with that little
the wave,
get your picture in there.
Picture. Yeah.
So
That was so creative. Like, it
Well-
just felt like, when you're walking back that you were like a part of a party. And that's kind of what you want to be, part of a party because
we
we're cool.
we do
so
it different.
Who would not want to come to our party?
Every year we do it different. I mean, we do
Or
it
your
different
party.
every year. It's like we didn't want to be stale, what to expect. Well, we're going to have, the same people playing and this and that. And, every year we try to amp it up a little bit. And that's, yeah, and change it. And I think we've stayed true blue to that and making sure that that's what we do.
Yes.
So, hey, we're going to get some more music. We're going to come back. We're going to talk about you. I've got some music coming up. We're going to talk about your music. We're going to talk about what's going on, what's happening, the whole 9 yards.
Okay, let's
And you're
do
going to
it.
get to experience the Nailtini with us tomorrow night at the Christmas parade.
Yes, I look forward to that.
We're going to have a good time with that. So, hey, B-Man and Michelle's Coastal Confessions, you guys are hanging out with us on a Friday night. I think I got the cameras working. If they're not, I'm sorry. You can hear me on the radio. We got a great guest here tonight. You get to see the cats. You get to see what's going on. And really, we're having a blast on a Friday night. December 1st. The cool thing is we're 24 days away from what?
Christmas.
Do you have a
is
Christmas song out?
coming.
Do you have a Christmas song out?
Me? No.
I don't either.
No.
Everybody's like, where's your Christmas song? I'm like, I ain't got one. So
No.
it is what it is. So we're going to get, and tonight is, we said last week we're going to get to kind of the basics of what this whole Coastal Confession show started off with. Of course, we don't have Dan Smith anymore. He's a wanted man around he's an international wanted man probably now. But anyway, and Michelle picked up his spot perfectly, and we should have started with her at the very beginning anyway. But we start off with the Coastal Confessions with Jimmy Buffett, some Jerry Jeff Walker, and now we're getting to some Steve Goodman, who Jimmy and Steve and all those guys, I had such a great time, and they did some really good music. So that, and Lord knows what the whole night's going to be about. If you're listening, send me a message so I can sit there and say hi. I didn't check you out. We got Mo tuned in, and thank you, Mo. We got Harriet, sweet Harriet. She's going to be down here by the 27th of December, I think it is. She's an old musician friend of ours. I can't wait to introduce you to sweet Harriet because she is, and her husband, Ray the Roadie. They are legit people. And guys, thank you for hanging out with us. A little bit of Steve Goodman.
It's actually the sad story of a man who falls asleep with his television on and has visions. Okay. Fell asleep last night with the TV on. Oh, what a dream I had. Dreamed I went and answered every single one of those late night mail order ads. And 4 to 6 weeks later, much to my surprise, the mailman came to my front door, and I couldn't believe my eyes when he brought the Vegematic and the pocket fisherman too. Illuminated, illustrated history of life, boxcar Willie with a Ginsu knife, a bamboo steamer, and a garden weasel too. Tie-dyed day-glow souvenir shirt from Six Flags over Burbank. Well, the doorbell rang all morning and all through the afternoon. I shook with fright as it rang all night by the light of the MasterCard moon. There was parcel post in the pantry, UPS in the hall, COD to the ceiling, and it just couldn't pay for it all. I got the egg scrambler with a seal a meal carrying case, a set of presidential commemorative plates so I could eat my eggs off the president's face, a minute mender, and a needle that'll knit or crochet, and an autographed photograph of Rin Tin Tin at Six Flags over Burbank. I remembered I was dreaming, so I gave a mighty cheer. When I awoke, it was no joke, 'cause all that shit was here. So if you fall asleep with the TV on, let me tell you what to do. Rip the telephone out of the wall unless you want it to happen to you. You get the Vegematic and the pocket fisherman too. Illuminated, illustrated history of life, boxcar Willie with a Ginsu knife, bamboo steamer, and a smokeless ashtray too, and an all expenses paid weekend for 3 at Six Flags over Burbank.
I can't Hi, this is Mo. Where do I go with my coastal confessions? To the Beechy Shell Hideaway in Key West, Florida, with B-Man and Michelle on Tiki Man Radio Live, Fridays 8 to 10 p.m. Let us hear your coastal confession.
Let's hear your coastal confessions. What do you got tonight?
Ooh.
What kind of coastal confessions are we going to get
I have one.
from Lenae?
Hey, you'll get one from me. I have a confession to make.
I was going to throw one in here. It was an old one because we said last week we're going to get back to kind of the roots of this show, and because I used to get some really good ones, and one of the worst culprits was Gary, the sound man from hell. Mm-hmm. And he did one night from the bathroom.
Yeah.
And he's telling his story, and I got a problem with all you flockers and this and that. And at the end, I was like, whoosh.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, oh, dude. Yeah, so we get some really good ones from him. So.
Yeah.
Hey, big shout out to Ray and Harriet listening in tonight, and Callie McCool out in California. Thank you guys so much. Mo, love you so much. We appreciate you supporting us, and I know we got Ed and Pat listening in Crown Point, Indiana. Say hi to them.
Hi, Ed and Pat, and also Ed and Felicia is listening tonight too, and Joni and Floyd. Hi, you guys, and Nate Hefford. Hello.
We've got people.
Hello, people.
We got people listening.
We do.
And then if we do like a little backtrack, look at Michelle all the way in the back. She's eating Fritos. Yeah, so yeah, we had her eating Fritos. She's back there doing all kinds of stuff. But so let's talk about you. That last song was Honky Tonk Hurricane. Now, before I had you on the show, I was listening to a lot of your different music out there.
Yep.
Now, there's actually another Heather Hayes out there.
Oh, yeah? Isaac Hayes' daughter.
Yes.
From Atlanta.
So I was looking, I'm like, well, that ain't you.
That's not me.
But I found your other stuff, and I was listening to some of it, and I'm like, man, you got some really cool stuff. But I'm like, what, what's your favorite song? What songs do you want to talk about? Because I know I have mine. Mm-hmm. And some of them, and I'll say this briefly, it's like, whenever I go to play a song or something, somebody's like, the song called No Regrets. And I'm like, oh, you're playing that? To me, that's like a Debbie Downer song. Uh-huh. And I'll play it for people, and people are like, you don't play that enough. That's a great song. Michelle's over there with a mouthful of Fritos going, I like that song, crunch, crunch, crunch. But I just think it's, but there's a story behind it. Uh-huh. That's why I was asking you earlier. I got a few that I thought were kind of cool.
Yeah. I like what you picked out tonight, actually. And, Honky Tonk Hurricane I wrote on my first album. That song I wrote with Judy Rodman. And I was sitting in Nashville.
Why do I know Judy Rodman?
Now, because she is a country singer back in the day. She's an ACM award winner.
What was one of her songs?
She had a lot out. I
know you're drawing a blank. I get that. I'm the same way. But
I know. It's the one about Daddy.
That's okay.
Well,
but
anyway,
but I'm just curious.
She did write a hit song for Leanne Rhymes, too.
Maybe that's why.
One Way Ticket.
Yeah. Okay.
On the westbound train.
Yeah, I think
But she actually had a career. She was on a label, Mary Tyler Moore's label, back in the day.
Okay.
Oh my God. And she won an ACM award.
So you and her,
music.
you collaborated with her on this song?
I did. I collaborated. I was sitting at.
Don't you like a street cred on that kind of stuff?
I mean, it was pretty cool. That whole album, the Hideaway album, me and her collaborated on, and it was really cool because the guy playing the guitar is actually Garth Brooks' guitar player, Chris Lusinger.
Oh, okay.
That's Chris.
Because we got a Garth.
He was the band leader for that album in the studio.
My God,
Chris
that is so cool.
Yeah.
Because I'll tell you later in the show. I don't want to take away from you, but we have a guitar player thing about Garth Brooks. And it was that's a whole other story. I think we've talked about it before, but I'll tell you about that later. But so you collaborated with her on that.
Yeah.
So where are you from originally?
I'm originally from Texas. I grew up in East Texas.
Okay.
By Tyler, Lindale.
Well, I think I've been there.
You've been to Lindale?
I think so.
Yeah, there's nothing there, but
I think so, or at least drove through it or something.
Yeah, probably on I-20 headed to Dallas,
Probably,
between
yeah.
Dallas and Shreveport.
Probably, yeah, I know that for a fact now because I think we were on in the RV. We were doing our RV travels. So yeah, so I do know where that's at. So
Yeah.
wow. And then when did you go to Nashville?
I went to Nashville in 2010.
So have you been doing music your entire
Live.
Yeah.
Yes.
When did you start singing?
At like my first solo I did.
Yeah.
Age 4.
No kidding. Now was it
Yeah.
for like a commercial? You know.
No, it was for choir, but
okay.
it was in front of a bunch of people, and then I'd go in front of churches and malls and
That was kind of like Michelle. I
and
mean, Michelle's.
school plays. They always made me do the solos.
Yeah, Michelle. She's done all like that church stuff and yeah, singing with the nuns, folk group stuff, and everything. But are you coming back to the altar over here? So, well, cool. So you've been doing that. So how many songs do you have out there?
All together,
Yeah.
I probably have. I haven't counted them up. At least 20. I
At
would
least
say.
20. Okay.
Yeah.
What's your favorite?
My favorite is the one that I just did, Destiny's Calling, that I just released. That's my favorite.
But that's kind of that's breaking away from the country side of things, though, right?
It is.
I mean, because listening to that, it's a much different sound.
Oh
Oh,
yes, this is me. Well, because I write, so I'm a writer, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna write what I feel.
Yeah.
And me going from the country sound for Heather Hayes, and then into like more of my rock roots. That side of things.
Yeah.
That has a lot to do with my producer Nate Hefford, and he's actually the one coming up with the sound and plays. He catches my vision, so I can take a song to him and sing it beginning to end a cappella.
Yeah.
And then he'll catch the vision, and he comes in and plays every single instrument, and then
Kind of helps you produce that.
he produces
what's in your head.
it. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And
Very
we
cool.
just kind of bring it to life. And sometimes we write together, or we'll actually write some lyrics together too. Or he might have something that he's created, and in a studio, and I'm like, what's this? And then I'm like, oh, can I have this? And then I just like spit out lyrics for the whole song, and
Yeah.
it's done in like 20 minutes,
so-
on my,
I guess
on the demo
I
side
guess my
of
question
things.
to you is: so Texas,
Texas,
and then you moved to.
Denver.
Oh, you went to Denver after Texas.
Yes.
We're at in Denver.
I lived in Highlands Ranch.
Oh, that's where my sister-in-law lives.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been up that way.
She lives right kind of near the mall, a little bunch of condos over there. It's little, yeah.
That's
I
a-
would call it almost Littleton. Yeah.
Littleton,
Yeah, but yeah,
by the
Highlands
mall.
Ranch. Her address is Highlands Ranch.
That's right. We were
Yeah.
there a couple Decembers ago. Froze.
Sure, it snowed. It snowed
Oh my God!
like
It was
crazy.
so freaking cold.
It always snows.
Well, we were in Colorado
was-
Springs for a few days first because, we were in Albuquerque.
We were in Albuquerque first because.
And then we went to Colorado Springs to see my sister and my nephew.
God, it was
nieces and
freaking
nephews,
cold. It was crazy. Mo, I'm going to answer your question, Mo, here in just a little bit. We're going to talk about the flag burning. We're going to talk about the Conch Republic aerospace program. So there's a lot of that coming up. So hold on. You got to hang out tonight. And JoJo Fisher listening in, too. So hey to JoJo
hey,
Fish. And
JoJo.
Michelle Myers, the ambassador.
Hey, Michelle.
She is tuned in. I love all these people
And,
just
and the
hanging out.
cameras are working, huh?
Everything's working. I haven't seen anybody. I haven't seen. Let me put my mug in here. I have not seen anybody complaining about what's going on. So hopefully, I worked my butt off to make sure this stuff worked. So it's.
No, like, normally a show should take, like, what? Maybe an hour or so to set up. He's been working on this all day.
Oh.
I just want it to go right for a change. It's like coming in here and doing radio is one thing. I got that down pat.
Yeah.
Now it's integrating these cameras, which I can do a remote with no problem.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell. It's ghosts in here, is what it is. It's Michelle. Tell them about
Why
the ghosts.
wouldn't the ghosts want us to have a good radio
Because they want to hang out. They're probably hanging out in their underwear, and we can't see them.
show? If they can't see them, then why would they care?
But anyway, so you were at Denver, and then
Yep, in Denver. And
what'd you do in Denver?
in Denver, I wrote this song that's on your thing that's coming up.
Oh, this soldier's wife.
Yes.
I thought that was kind of cool.
I wrote that song
All right, so-
in Denver.
What inspired you to write that song?
Let me tell you, in where I lived, my neighbors were in the military, and a lot of them were in the military, where the wives would be at home and the
Yeah.
husbands would go to war and they would come back, and they kept going back and forth. And some of them were retired military. But I just really was sitting, one night just thinking, like, I really want to write a song like us, like being a voice for the wives, of the military family, the husbands, the mom,
Yeah.
The spouses.
Yeah.
the spouses.
Yeah.
And so, Soldier's Wife, I wrote from that perspective. And my dad is a Vietnam vet.
Okay.
Too. I wasn't alive during that time, but I have a huge respect for the military, and I think that is the song that I wanted to write and be a voice for that wife at home with the kids.
And I think that's important because when we retire, because we're both retirees, and I think what is really
Military retirees.
yeah,
Yeah.
and what I think is really cool is that being able to recognize the spouse.
Yeah.
And it's just not the the wives now. I mean, the husbands who are now at home taking care of kids
Yeah.
and the house and everything like that. So I mean, now it's more common.
Or the other wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There might be two wives or two husbands.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. That's not funny. I mean, there just is.
Wow.
Yeah.
There is, but
That's out there. Yeah, that's there.
I don't know.
too.
I don't know how people could have like two wives or two husbands. I'm like,
Not two. A person doesn't have two wives. A wife has another wife.
that. Okay, now that makes
That's
more
what-
sense.
that's what
All
I'm
right,
talking
that's what
about.
you were leading to. Okay.
I wasn't leading to it. That's what I was saying. I don't know where your brain went.
His brain went
I
to
was like-
Sister Wives.
I was like, man. Well, you watch
Sister
that.
Wives,
You watch that
that
stupid
show.
show with. Oh my
The
god.
Sister Wives show.
You know what? I know we're digressing here, but how the hell? I mean, you listen to this guy every week, and he throws a fit, and he's like freaking out. I'm just like, dude, why could you just had one?
Just have one, and then
You
why
created
would
this
you-
problem.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
do not feel sorry for you.
Yeah.
Having the issue with 5 women.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, it's
What
like,
did you think that was going to lead to?
Yeah.
you got a big D and an A on your forehead. That spells dumbass.
Dumbass.
You know, it's like, what? Why are you complaining? Get out of here. And he's making money off this show.
Yeah.
That's what kills me.
Yeah.
But anyway, but yeah, I think it's cool because spouses get recognized. And they get their certificates and everything because I mean,
It's important. Yeah.
especially nowadays. When I first came in, there wasn't as many deployments at the time, and then
It was the Cold War.
Yeah, and
we
then
we came in the
as-
Cold War.
yeah, and then as I was getting ready to retire, it was more and more, people away from their, spouses and their children and everything. And it's just like, I think it's time for me.
Yeah, like when I retired, they had me scheduled to go, and it's like I had just had shoulder surgery. It's like I cannot carry a large weapon. It's it's like, and they're trying to get me to deploy, and I'm like, I can't hold a weapon.
Wasn't that in Orlando when you got the phone call?
We were in
We
Orlando.
were on vacation.
But they were like wanted me to come back and deploy like a week and a half later. It's like, A, I'm on vacation. B, I just had surgery like a month ago, and my shoulder cannot hold. You send me to Afghanistan
Yeah.
or Iraq, it's like I'm not going to be able to hold a weapon.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
So
like-
it's
It was crazy. And I know that if I had stayed in another 5 years, or like your brother did 10 years, and I would have been like your brother did. Like
I think he was like
about
36 years. In
No,
the
but what I'm
military.
saying is like every 6 months you're deploying for another 6 months.
Yeah.
It's like you come home for 3 to 5 months, and then they want to send you away for another 6 months. And
Yeah.
it's like so for the entirety of that time. So.
Yeah. Well, and especially if I made rank, I mean, I retired at a good rank, but
Well, you were worried about remotes. Remotes wouldn't have been the deal. It would have been deployments.
yeah. I mean, it was just like the craziness of being remote again.
It wouldn't have
You
been
know,
remote.
or-
You would have been with your career field.
Yeah,
You
so
would have
I was
been
just
in and
like-
out of the combat.
I just
zone.
thought, you know what? And then what I do, I got a job working for a company that sent me back to Korea every other month for 2 weeks at a time.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
you know,
but that was different.
But I was making good money.
And you weren't in a combat zone.
Yeah, it wasn't a combat zone. Well, I mean, that time I was down in Kunsan and one of those Patriot missile batteries went off, and
Yeah.
I think I dotted my shorts on that one because I was standing right next to it, and
Yikes.
when those things go off, because if the little dot on the radar hits and that thing automatically fires, you're like, I was like, what the hell just happened? And they were like, it happens
Wow.
all the time. I'm
Oh,
like, oh my
wow.
God, it freaked me out.
Now, what year did you guys retire?
You retired in 2002.
2002 for me.
And
Okay.
2008 for me.
Oh wow. Well, thank you for your service. I'll
Well,
say
thank
that.
you. Hey, we appreciate
I'll
it.
say that because I know not only am I thinking that, I'm sure everyone else on air is would want to say that too. Thank you so much.
And
for
if
your
you would
service.
like to, we have a Venmo out there. You're more than welcome to. I'm kidding. But I want to get to this next song.
Okay.
The Soldier's Wife that you wrote in Denver.
I wrote it in Denver.
Highlands
Highlands Ranch.
Highlands Ranch.
In the early 2000s.
Early 2000s. Cool. We're going to get to Soldier's Wife. This is still under the Heather Hayes.
Yep, with the country feel.
Because now we're getting to switch from this mode to Lenae.
Yes.
After this. So,
Yep.
yeah. Hey, guys, you are listening to B-Man and Michelle's Coastal Confessions right here on Tiki Man Radio. You know you can go out and get the free app. If you don't have it yet, you're foolish. Go out and get it. Get it for your spouse for a Christmas gift. It's free. They won't even know.
My sister-in-law's address.
So, hey, let me turn you guys off over there because you're talking on the radio. They're talking about all kinds of crazy stuff. Hey, we're having a great time tonight here at the Beechy Shell Hideaway in the Beechy Shell Studios. And I hope you're having a good time. And B-Man and Michelle, we appreciate you guys. So, Soldier's Wife, Heather Hayes, thanks for hanging out with us, everybody.
It's hard to let go and say goodbye. She's not sure where he's headed or when he's coming home. She's just holding on tight to her cell phone. She's counting down the days, hoping to see him soon. She says her prayers every night, God be with him till the morning light. Lord knows it's hard to be all alone, and it takes a strong woman to deal with the pain. Flowers don't bloom without the rain. Today is just another day of living the life of a soldier's wife. She gets up early with the kids, takes them to school. She hurries on back to the house, 'cause she's got a million chores to do. She finds herself sitting by the computer anxiously. She can't wait to chat online. That man will always be her one and only. Lord knows it's hard to be all alone, and it takes a strong woman to deal with the pain. Flowers don't bloom without the rain. Today is just another day of living the life of a soldier's wife. It's hard to be a soldier's wife, but she's stronger than she knows inside. She just takes it day by day, praying God will help her make it through. She's hanging on to her Bible, her phone rings, it's him, he's coming home tonight. God answered her prayer. Lord knows it's hard to be all alone, and it takes a strong woman to deal with the pain. Flowers don't bloom without
it's 5 below. Gotta get away from the cold and snow. How far south you going? They ask me every year. All the way, where I can shed my winter gear. How far south you going? Every year they ask me that. Key West all the way, leave my frosty habitat. Cayo Eso, Christmas archipelago. Cayo Eso, I saw St. Nick on the patio, chilling out, no list in hand. It's a tropical candy land. Cayo Eso, Christmas archipelago. Cayo Eso, Mrs. Claus on the piano, playing all our favorite songs. She might be playing all night long. Why do I like it so much? It's where I want to be. The kindness is everywhere. Blue sky and endless sea. Old stone coffee house, I met them with my song. God's children gather there, and they all sang along. Cayo Eso, Christmas archipelago. Cayo Eso, I saw St. Nick on the patio, soaking up the island sun, watching tourists drinking rum. Cayo Eso, Christmas archipelago. Cayo Eso, Mrs. Claus karaoke. Now that she's got the mic, it's not gonna be a silent night. Oh ho ho, it's 5 below. I gotta get away from the cold and snow. Ho ho, Cayo Eso, it's 5 below and I got to go. Ho ho, Cayo Eso, Mrs. Claus is still on the piano. Cayo Eso, I gotta get away from the cold and snow. Ho ho.
Hey, this is the original hippie chick, and you're listening to Coastal Confessions on Tiki Man Radio. And every Friday night, I like to call in and spill the beans.
You're listening to B-Man and Michelle's Coastal Confessions on Tiki Man Radio, your coastal American music station. Now back to your hostess with the mostest, B-Man and Michelle.
Your coastal American radio station. It's Americana. It was funny when we get Vanessa to come over here and do these promos. We actually sit here for like a few hours running through them because she's so funny. Hey, Maureen, Mo as we call her,
Mo.
said that what a powerful song.
Oh, thank you, Mo. That is so sweet. Thank you for saying that.
Yeah, that was so cool. That was a good song. That's why I was listening to stuff, like I said earlier, because I didn't know what we wanted to play, and I wanted to make sure that, we played some stuff that you wanted to talk about, and I'm glad I hit some good ones that you liked.
Yes.
So, and
yeah,
then
you went deep in my catalog for that one.
I tried.
That was one of the first songs I wrote, probably the second song that I recorded.
Really? Oh, wow. And then following that was a Christmas song. It was Christmas Archipelago. Did I say it right? Archipelago. I've been eating these filled pieces of peanut butter pretzels, so everything's sticking together. So.
Yes. And I've been eating the M&Ms.
The M&Ms, yes. She's been eating the M&Ms and
the sweet tooth.
Of course, here at the Beechy Show Highway, only the best.
You haven't had your M&Ms.
And then I haven't had my. Well, if she wanted the M&Ms, but we got Cheetos here. So anyway, there's always something here at the Beechy Show Hideaway.
Yes.
We've always got something good.
Good drinks and good snacks.
Oh, I got rum balls too. I'm taking rum balls tomorrow night to Nailtini.
Ooh, okay. Well, I'm gonna have one of
Yeah.
those tomorrow night.
Yes. Well, if you want one now.
Okay, I'll have one tonight too. But...
Well, the next break when we do some songs, I'm gonna get one of them out for you
All
because They are rum delicious.
And you don't have to twist my arm.
That's what I like about it. So, so now that you wrote that in Highland Park.
Highlands Ranch.
Highlands Ranch. Why do I always say Highland Park for some reason?
Highland Park's in Dallas.
Highlands
Ranch. Yep.
Yes, Highlands.
Highlands Ranch.
All right, so
that's right. That's a suburb of Denver.
Yeah. So, and we were there. I mean, we were there, staying in her brother's ex-wife's house, which they still call her the sister-in-law because she's still part of the family, and she's freaking awesome. I mean, she's a great gal. And then so now from there. You went to Nashville.
Yep.
Okay, and then from there, what'd you do?
In Nashville? What did I do in Nashville? Well, I met some really cool people, and I've just kept writing and recording. And
did you find it hard?
Just kept going
in Nashville. I mean, because Nashville, for people who've never been to Nashville, I mean, I could say Michelle and I played at the Full Moon Saloon.
Okay.
We got to do that, and there was a whole story behind how we got into that. And yeah, so it was a small little thing we did, but I got in there, and I can officially say I played the Full Moon Saloon on, what's the name of that? It's Broadway.
Broadway.
Mm-hmm. But what I find interesting is that it's a tough town. I don't know what the musicians get paid, if they get paid anything, but they're passing that tip bucket around like every 2 or 3 songs.
That's what they get paid, tips.
You know, and so, I mean, was that you when you were doing it? I mean, did you have to do that?
Or were you just writing there?
I was writing. I mean, I did some writers' rounds, and that was really fun to get invited to do those types.
Did you ever play the Bluebird?
No, I wish.
Oh, my God, I know.
Not yet.
I know. That's a bucket list that I would like to get on.
Yeah, that's on my bucket list, too.
They have that one day a week where you, if you get it there early enough, you can sign up and just do a song or two.
If they still do that. You think they still do that?
I bet they still do.
I'm not sure if they still do it or not, but
because when we got there, I reached out to Hard Rock, and I said, we're in town, we got a band, yada, yada, and they're like, if you would have called me last week, we would have had you booked.
Yeah.
And I thought, damn it, I missed it out. I missed that opportunity out. But, we still had a lot of fun there. And I think, because the other Misbehavin' had come into Nashville, and they were staying with us in the RV, so I think we were really doing a little bit more drinking than we were doing anything else, going around checking stuff out.
Yeah.
It was just kind of nice taking some time off, too.
Yeah. I mean, that's a fun town to explore and run around in.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
And then, of course, after Nashville, we went up to Kentucky, for the Bourbon Trail. We took them on all the different Bourbon Trail stuff. So
that's fun too. I've done that
gosh,
too.
Yeah, that's. I'm a huge Maker's Mark fan.
Well, I saw your Maker's Mark in there.
He's got Maker's Mark with sweaters on them.
Well, see, I have vodka with sweaters too, so I get you. It's that holiday season. Our alcohol might get cold. I don't know. My alcohol would get cold maybe in.
Well, I got
in Nashville. Not too much down here because the weather's so beautiful.
I know. Go ahead, Michelle.
I have a Pooh with a Maker's Mark sweater on him. Not like, the Pooh emoji. Like Winnie the Pooh.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. That's hysterical.
Yeah, so every year we get out the sweaters. Now, we had to research this earlier because Michelle was asking, because I've got bottles up there that I was a part of that Maker's Mark where you get to dip them.
Yes.
Yourself.
And, so I had to barrel.
You're an ambassador?
Yeah.
And you got your name on barrel?
I got my name on a barrel.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, and then I got 2 bottles up there that I got
from the barrel.
From the barrel, one of them has B-Man on it, the other has my name on it.
Nice.
But we're thinking how long is that good for? Should we start drinking that?
Because we were saving that for our hurricane,
or Armageddon, or whatever the hell.
Armageddon bourbon, whatever. I mean, not hurricane, emergency. That's our emergency bourbon.
Oh.
But will that be good in another 20 or 30 years? If we have to drink that then?
Yeah.
I don't know.
So we researched it. As long as it's not open.
As long as it's still sealed.
It'll stay good for indefinitely.
Oh, right on.
But the second you open that.
Yeah, then you got to drink
the air
it.
gets
we got to drink it, and then you know what happens when we sit here around the house and drink it. It's like, when do we get?
Good time.
It's like, when did we get in our underwear?
A damn good time.
Yeah, so anyway, Denver, you went out to Nashville.
Yep.
And then you did some country stuff. I saw you produced more of music out there, kind of under the country side of things.
Yep. I did the whole Hideaway album too out there.
So now we're kind of getting into the Lenae side of you.
Yes.
So let's hear about that. Tell us how did you revert to that and or migrated to that to where the next couple songs are under Lenae.
Yes. So Lenae, after in 2019, after I had finished writing and recording the Hideaway album, I started writing these tunes that were coming out that been putting out for the past 2 years, 21, 22, and then 23.
Yeah.
These are all under Lenae, my middle name, and that has a lot to do with me putting these kind of just moving in more of a alternative, independent artist,
Right.
but alternative rock kind of genre.
Sure. Oh, the Garth Brooks alter ego.
Chris Gaines. That's like your Chris Gaines.
There it is. That's exactly what I'm doing.
Although you don't have that little.
I don't have the Fu Manchu.
Yeah, the Fu Manchu thing going on. You know,
Manchu.
but that would be funny, you know, if you put
I
that.
said Fu Manchu.
Soul patch, little soul patch thing. There.
Yeah. I know. That's
Although actually,
funny.
if you look, he's got that both in his country and his rock picture.
Oh, well.
He just got the longer hair, you know. He's wearing a wig there. I'm sure he didn't grow his hair like that.
You know?
So anyway, for the people on the camera, let's get to that one so
Yeah,
that way
we
they
can
can
show
see
them.
that. So, you know, you get to see the,
People remember.
you know, the alter ego,
the Chris Gaines.
yeah, at the time. But well, cool. So, so you got your producer. You guys are kind of going a different direction. We're kind of talking before a lot of this that how you talk to him and give him your ideas, and he kind of gets the direction you want to go with it.
Yeah, he catches my vision really well, and we write together. We have really good chemistry when we write, and he catches my vision. He also plays all the instruments on all my songs.
Really?
Uh-huh.
The guy's pretty talented.
He's
then.
really talented.
So what is his story? Not that I want to take away from you, but I mean, what's his story? I mean, has he played with other musicians, big time musicians, or?
Yes, he was a touring drummer for a bunch of different bands. Need to Breathe and some other ones.
Okay.
And the when he was touring, I guess he was opening for Miley Cyrus.
Oh, very cool.
Oh, wow.
So he was on her tour for
A while.
back in the day. Yeah. And then, but he has his own. He has other bands too. That's pretty popular. Dead Sea Empire, which they're the top band on. Played band on the show Shameless.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no kidding. God, the first time we saw that.
Well, the only time we watched like one episode one time where he had all of the drugs in his butt. They called him El Cañon. But we
Oh my
were
God,
like,
that was
we
so
got to watch
funny.
that show, but we never watched. Well, we don't pay for expensive TV, so we never did HBO or Showtime or anything like that.
We just went to our friend's house, Jill and Greg, and we would binge watch.
They had it.
My God, I don't know how many things we binge watched over there at their place. But
Yeah.
Well, most of Boardwalk Empire, I think we still have 1 or 2 seasons and we never finished watching.
Yeah.
Which we have on, like,
I got the whole thing down there, the whole
CDs
library.
or
but-
DVDs
nice.
or whatever, like from way back when. Yeah.
Oh my God. So
Yeah.
anyway, so he's done a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah, he's done a lot of cool stuff, and he also has his own career going on. He's an artist as well, under his name, Nate Hefford, too.
Yeah.
Also, so he's got his thing going on, but when we collaborate, he's my go-to.
Now, does he come down here now that you
Yes,
live here to where
yes.
you guys can collaborate?
Yeah,
do you-
or I go there. Both.
Okay.
Both. Mm-hmm.
All right. And so the place you have, do you have like a little studio?
So this is my confession for your Coastal Confession.
Is it juicy?
I did record a vocal for a cover song for Cream. Cream,
Oh.
"Sunshine of Your Love" is what I'm gonna do a cover.
Oh my God.
But it's a bit different than the normal,
original, yeah.
the original. But yeah, I recorded the vocals in my bathroom, so that's my confession.
Oh, cool. Brian does a
My
lot.
Key West
Brian does a
confession.
lot in our closet back there.
I have a closet back here.
Yeah.
Although we record right out here too.
Yeah, we recorded like Tamale Man. When we did Tamale Man, I recorded it right here, and then we did the backup vocals where we got all of us doing our different stuff. But like if I do promos or if I want to do like a vocal or something special, I go back in the dressing room.
Yeah.
In the closet.
In the closet.
Yeah, where it's nice and quiet.
Because it's got the best sound ever.
It's got like cedar line. It's cedar lined and everything.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it is perfect for that kind of stuff. So I just kind of set things in there
and all the clothes baffle the.
Oh yeah! Oh my God!
Yeah.
It's the perfect
The clothes
little
is
spot.
the bass trap.
which living here is not a bad to do this kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. But you got to time it in between with the airplanes going over.
Yeah, the airplanes go over. Well, we moved from the room that we were in to the bathroom because people kept walking. I have windows on two sides.
That's one good thing
two
here
of
is
my walls.
Yeah, is we're not up by the sidewalk,
And
so
I'm-
we're further back here.
Yeah.
But we still get the the airplanes. And
Yeah.
Well, the
I'm
big-
on the sidewalk, and people kept making noise and making noise. It was like trying to, get a little bit in there. And
We'll have to
between
show you the
takes.
bathroom on the break.
Yeah. This
Yeah.
house back here behind us, when they were doing the new construction on it, which was like right around the pandemic and the year after the pandemic, and I'm in here writing songs and I'm in here doing music and trying to throw vocals, and it's just like, okay, I'm all set up and ready to go. Next thing you know, you hear jackhammer. Brrr. I was like, are you kidding me?
Like from 8 o'clock in the morning until like lunchtime, and then they broke for half an hour to an hour.
Oh, man, it
and
was
then until
so
like 3 or
annoying.
4 in the afternoon.
It was so annoying. So let me ask this question.
Okay.
Bring On the Sun
Bring on the sun.
by Lenae.
By Lenae.
What made you want to write this song? What inspired?
This one, I wrote this one right after leaving from being down here doing this show with you guys.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah. I went back to Nashville and wrote it back in 2019, like right after that. And he was like, so Nate, when we were writing this one, he's like, this like has like a Traveling Wilburys kind of feel to it.
I love Traveling Wilburys, yeah.
And so that's the kind of vibe that he came up with my vocals and my melodies. So that's what it is. And I love this song.
I
It's
love the
fun.
Traveling Wilburys. And we got that one song that we play, the cover. And I get so many people asking that request. And so, yeah, I'm a Traveling Wilburys fan. We're going to get to that song right now because it's already in my head, and I want to hear what it sounds like. We're going to come back, talk to you.
Okay.
And we're going to have a little bit more fun. So you guys are tuned in to B-Man and Michelle's Coastal Confessions. We got Heather Hayes / Lenae
Lenae.
in the house tonight telling us all kinds of cool stories, and it's so cool having you here with us. We appreciate it. We're going to get to her song right here. My little thing's not working here. And Bring On the Sun,
Yes, Bring on the Sun.
who she said she wrote right after leaving here. What year was that?
2019.
2019. Oh, my God. That was a pandemic time frame.
That was pandemic.
Just before.
It was just before pandemic.
That's right,
And
that's
then
right.
I got back and I had pandemic, and then I took a sabbatical.
I know. I need one of those. And I try, and it never works.
And I just went into writing mode.
All right. So Bring On the Sun. Let's hear it.
Let's do it.
Got wondered thoughts running round my head. Your words on repeat keep pulling me down. So I turned up my music instead, trying to get lost in the sunny melody. Yeah. Bring on the sun, let it suck down to my soul. Bring on the sun, like darkness by its light. Bring on the sun, burn the words you say. Bring on soak down to my soul. Bring on the sun, blind darkness by its light. Bring on the sun, burn the words you said. Bring on the sun, give me the strength to let it go. Now that it's over, learn to open up my heart in places I thought were lost. Deep in the depths of the time that's passed, I found a fortune of lessons left. Bring on the sun, let it soak down to my soul. Bring on the sun, blind darkness by its light. Bring on the sun, burn the words you said. Bring on the sun, give me the strength to let it go. Bring on the sun, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hi, this is Sissy at Nailtini. Stop by for a mani-pedi at 817 Duval. Now, back to Coastal Confessions with B-Man and Michelle.
Hey, you're back here with B-Man and Michelle, and special guest in the audience tonight, on air with us tonight, is Lenae, and a lot of people know you as Heather Hayes.
Yep. But Lenae's my middle name.
I didn't know how to, that's why I asked you earlier, it's like, how do you want me to address this tonight? So I'm kind of glad we're doing like the Heather Hayes.
The
initial.
artist formerly known as Heather Hayes.
You know, and if you put one of those little things up there,
Yeah.
you'll look like that Garth Brooks right there.
Yeah, with a little, that's funny.
That was a great song.
Oh, thank you.
I really liked that. That had a really nice sound to it. And Michelle, wave
It
at
has
everybody.
a good fun feel.
Yeah, it's that guitar. That guitar in there, you know, just that little. I like that. So, and yeah, so you got a good producer there.
Yes, yeah, he's
I
the
really,
best.
I really like his stuff. So, before we get into your next song, and you can hang out through the entire show if you want. I mean, you don't have to go, but I want to at least highlight some of your songs in here. But I saw where you were doing some stuff over at the, what is the name of that? The Viva place.
Oh, Rabbit.
The Rabbit.
Yes.
A lot of people don't know about that. So it's, what do they call that thing?
It is a pop-up bar, and it has they do burlesque, and then they do
Burlesque, that's what I was thinking.
They do some burlesque, and then they do like some other numbers, like fun numbers with lights and the trapeze thing, and and it's really cool.
So have you? Because I know you did this. If I'm not mistaken, the Destiny Calling. You did the video there, right?
I did the video for Ride on Sally. So Ride on Sally is me.
That's right.
And
Okay.
So Nate, my producer, and I, we did a duet, and so that was filmed there.
Okay.
So this is my sister-in-law, and my brother's pop-up bar.
Really?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
They live here, so that's their
Oh
their
my
bar.
gosh.
Yeah,
I did not know that.
Inside the Viva.
Okay. So I can tell you stories about the Viva way back in the day. I mean, before we even moved here, you know, that's how we met Gary.
Okay.
It was 104.9, the X, and he had his radio station in there. Yeah, and they were reopening the place because it had been shut down for a while and everything. So there was a lot of stuff going on, and then, of course, over the years, it was Viva Zapata's back in the day to where it's just Viva Steakhouse. Yeah.
Artesian Steakhouse.
Yeah, which their food is good. I mean, I really like their food there, but I did not know. That's interesting that your
Brother and sister-in-law.
brother and sister-in-law, and I didn't know your brother lived down here.
Yep.
So is that why you came down here? You're just like,
Yes.
well,
They were here.
I think that is so cool. Again, I'm learning something different. So that's really cool. And have you been to the burlesque thing and everything they do in there?
Oh, of course. Yes. I was just there like last week. Last
we're gonna have to
Saturday
go
night.
sometime.
Yeah,
I mean,
you guys should go with me.
we would love to.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out one night and go
Yeah.
in and check it out. That'd be a lot of fun. So I love learning new stuff. This is what's so cool about this show and having you on here. And what was the name of that song that you guys did that?
Ride on Sally.
Right on Sally. Is that out yet?
Yep, that one's out. I released that one last month, I think it was.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, so now you're in Key West.
Now I'm in Key West.
Are you happy living in Key West?
Yes. I love the weather.
I love it
Woo!
down here.
This is like the best December right now.
I will say you lucked out this year because we had no hurricanes. I'll tell you, it's like the next 6 months we're like, we can just kind of relax and have a little bit of fun. But, for us, man, when it starts getting around, April, May, you start worrying. It's like, all right, what's it going to be like this year?
Mm-hmm.
And of course, the last few years that we've lived here, things start ramping up like in April.
Yeah.
End of April, going into May, you're like, oh, crap.
It's getting sooner and sooner and sooner.
And then there's like that lull. And you're like, maybe this will be a good year. And there's always that one, I'll use the phrase, the turd in the fishbowl, that, is it coming our direction?
Yeah.
And I think last night, so we were at the Concord Public Military Forces thing, and I'll talk about that in a minute. That's why you should join what we do. But they were talking about the 1 year, they had 10 different things that hit Key West, which included, that was the Katrina year, and all the different storms that came through, whether it was just a tropical storm or a brush or something. But man, every year, that's 6 months. That's the longest 6 months that we have to go through, hoping that nothing happens.
Yeah.
So, fingers crossed.
We're fortunate this year.
Oh my God, we're very fortunate this year. So, hey, Jojo, Fisher, those guys love listening. To get the local info. I'm learning something new in this local info. And of course, Maureen said that last song was a happy song.
Yeah.
So she really liked that. So, and I thought that was really cool. And when you said it had that, the vibe of the Traveling Wilburys, I like that.
Yeah.
That's some cool stuff.
Yeah.
So your producer had you on that one.
Yes.
That was a good one.
Good.
So you're down here. You're having a good time. You like where you live?
I like where I live. I'm right here in Old Town, and
It's the only place to be, Old Town.
Yeah. And so I'm really close to Duval too. So I'm just a couple blocks away from Duval. So. But just for close enough to walk and have a good time, close enough to get home really fast.
So I'll guess the question is,
pass out.
How many times have you had to stumble home?
A few times.
Oh my God!
A few times.
Man, we've had our share, but let me see. Yeah, she's been hobbling lately, so we've been really good. But my God, the first year we moved down here, we were partying like crazy, and having a good time. We finally, after the first year, we're like, all right, we're getting fat, and we can't do this every night.
Yeah, and your liver hurts.
Yeah, it's like. Yeah, our liver enzymes. The doctors are like, have you been drinking? I'm like, just a little.
Yeah.
It's like, not much, They're like, well, what's much? And I'm like, I don't know. It's
closing the bar down.
Yeah. I was a liar. Well, they can tell.
Yeah.
They're like, dumbass. We know you're lying, It's like, it's like, okay. You're right. I partaked in a few extras. But that one year, Michelle crashed into the pole coming home, cracked her noodle, and Jesus. Oh my God, yeah. 2017, I think it was. So she, so that was one episode she had, and then yeah, she slipped in the shower like a week or so later after that, or I don't know. My God, yeah, it was, yeah. You haven't seen our big shower in there. I don't know if you've. Yeah, have we given you the tour of the mansion?
I've only been in the studio room and out on that really badass patio they got going on out there.
Well, that badass patio is where Danny Lynn and I make all the decisions for the Songwriter Showcase, and with occasional talk about a few people, that son of a bitch is never playing here again. But no, we've had some fun times out there and telling stories, and it's just kind of like our, after because the Songwriter Showcase really, there's a lot going on, and there's people that want to talk to you. There's people that are wanting this. People want to know what's going on, and they got to have that 5 minutes to talk with you, and 5 minutes turns into 10 minutes, and then next thing you know, we're going to the stage, and it's a constant. So for us coming home, especially this year was different because normally we'd go like, out for dinners and do stuff, we came right back here.
Yeah.
And I'm glad.
You guys stayed longer because you had to.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we had to, because we wanted to know how the evening events, because we started that new thing this year. And the Ready Room. So we did the Ready Room thing. We'd go check that out, but we didn't stay the entire time. And we came back, and but we'd sit out there, and of course, and not knowing, but Danny Lynn wrote a damn book. He wrote a children's book down here.
I just saw that on Facebook.
Was that Chirpy's?
He said he wrote it in the cemetery, right? Or across from the cemetery.
Chirpy's Sloppy Joe's event. I don't know. Yeah, he wrote it in the cemetery. Yeah, it was all about a bird and
Chirpy the bird.
Yeah. Yeah, it was Chirpy the bird. He was afraid to go down to the bar by himself, so he grabbed a couple buddies and they went down. You got to have your wingman.
Yeah,
it's all about having a wingman in his books.
That sounds like a good children's book about the bar. I'm sure that is not anything what it's about. But
I'm only kidding, Danny.
We gotta order the book so we know what it's about.
Well, it should be the adventures of Chirpy and his wingman, living in Key West.
Yes, yes.
Because Lord knows Michelle's been my wingman a few times, and I've been her wingman a few times. So.
Well, that's a good thing to have.
Oh my God, yeah. So. Anyway, Destiny Calling. I played this last week, one of the new songs.
Yeah.
And what's the deal behind this song?
Oh my gosh, Destiny! Oh, I love this song. Well, it talks about hurricanes.
Was Destiny Calling coming to Key West?
No, I wrote this one a long time ago too, like a few years ago too. But I just ended up finishing and recording it.
Yeah.
This year. This one is just about just knowing that no matter what happens in life, when you're in that storm or you're in that hurricane, like don't give up on yourself and just remember that you do have a calling and a destiny on your life, and to have faith in that thing, that you have in your heart, that you want to pursue and just keep having the faith.
Which is tough.
Yeah, because if you don't believe in yourself, no one else.
If you're
will.
not focused,
and you're not focused,
you can very easily lose that destiny. Idea, that thought.
Yeah. So that was that's kind of what I was writing. The perspective that I was writing from.
So you said you wrote this a few years ago.
Yeah, I wrote it a few years ago, but it all came together in recording this year.
So do you have a lot of songs like that? Because I have a lot of songs that like right now I probably have 8 if not 10 songs that I've started. I get busy with radio, I get busy with so many other things, songwriter showcase, things get put to the side.
Yes,
I really want to make that change this year to get these songs done and get them out there. Do you have a lot of that in your library and stuff?
I have a lot of that too, but after I came back from doing the shows down here, and then I had written some of this new material I've been putting out the past year, and we did the tornado hit in Nashville, and so after the tornado hit, so then I was doing my new material for the first time out for a songwriter showcase for Music Cares and raise money for the tornado and stuff like that. Insta Nash, some different things. And then like 3 weeks later, then COVID, everything was shut down. Yeah. And then so everything was kind of shut down. So I was like, so we kind of put a lot of stuff on hold, but I kept writing. Yeah. And then after that, I got cancer. So then,
oh, you did?
I did.
Oh, my God.
So then I was like completely out of the game. So like I'm coming back full swing right now,
Oh my God, I'm sorry to hear that. But you look like you kicked butt.
I kicked cancer's ass.
There you go. I like hearing that. I so like hearing that.
Yeah. So that was like the sabbatical, and now I'm like, I'm going full force.
So with this question, do you find it hard living down here and writing some of these songs now? Do you get into like a writer's block or I live in paradise block, and you find other things get in the way?
Not yet.
Yeah, it was funny because before we moved down here, living in New Mexico, where we, in there in Albuquerque, we'd have a lot of musicians come out. And Scott Kirby, I don't know if you know Scott Kirby, but he would come out and stay with us and stuff. And when he found out our plans was to move here, and he says, what the hell do you want to do that for?
Yeah.
Because he lived down here, but he's always going out to Montana and doing other things. And I said to him, why do you ask me that question? And he says, because I find when living in Key West, I get no music inspiration, and I get nothing written when I'm down there because so much other things are happening.
Oh, really?
And I found that interesting because I'm like, wow. I said, I when I came down here in the RV and staying, I found it inspirational that I was writing stuff, thinking when I moved down here. Now, I've had the inspirational, things that have helped me write songs, but I get what he was saying. He was making the point that, so much is going on. I mean, we've got...
I don't think stuff is going on. There's stuff always going on. But when you live here, then you have responsibilities. And especially somebody like Brian gives himself even more responsibilities. Like, instead of just like having to, pay the rent and pay the things and, do the stuff and do your gigs and stuff, Brian volunteers for lots of things. So, he works for the church, and he works for the plogging. So he works for the city in that way. And then he does all these other stuff. And it's like, I have to be somewhere on Fridays, and I have to be somewhere on Sundays, and I have to be somewhere on Wednesdays. And so when is there time to write or record or, doing any of the creative stuff? So,
Well, you're
life
right.
can get busy.
You're right. No, life does get busy. And I can see where Scott was coming, because it happens to Scott when he's down here. Everybody wants a piece of him. Everybody wants to do something with him. Everybody wants to go play tennis with him because he was big into tennis. They go to the tennis, court over there. And so I get that, where so many things get in the way.
Yeah.
And
it happens.
And again, it's self-inflicted. I mean, I will. Michelle's right. Doing the Old Stone Coffee House, doing, the plogging on Fridays and all that. So yes, that's, but at some point it gets so overwhelming that you forget about other stuff.
Yeah.
And now
you have to make time.
The reason you moved here to write music and record music and do stuff with that.
You're right. But I understand Scott's where he was going with that, because it's very easy to fall into that trap.
Yeah.
Which I have a question for you.
What's
No,
that?
go ahead. You have something you're going to say?
So he gets out and goes to Montana to get away, and then that's where he's writing all the
He'll
magic.
sit-
And he hardly comes here at all anymore.
Yeah,
I mean, maybe a little
he's
bit.
writing
once in a while.
He comes down here. He'll play at Smokin' Tuna for maybe a week, and lately he's been doing a lot more shows over at the Key West Theater. So he'll do some special shows over there and stuff. But yeah, he's not down here like he used to be. Matter of fact, he's actually this time of year in the summertime. I mean, he does all these different. I mean, he'll travel. He'll go house concert to house concert, and then he'll do a bar and this. So he's constantly on the road, and he'll do his European. He'll go over to, I believe, Ireland, and hook up with Gabriel Donahue and a few other folks over there, and they'll do a bunch of stuff. And he'll end up hooking up with Peter Mayer, and or the Mayer Boys, as we like to call them. With the Coral Reefers with Jimmy Buffett and all that. So
yeah, that's cool.
yeah, I mean, he gets a lot of cool stuff like that.
Yeah,
but,
that's really cool.
But I didn't understand that at first when he said that to me, and then living down here and knowing how busy you get, it happens. And I have fallen into that trap. Now I'm trying to get myself out of that ditch and figure out how can I spend more time, to where I'm just doing the radio stuff, our Tuesday's show, and focusing more on stuff and pulling myself out of everything else.
Yeah.
So, which brings me to the next question to you. Are you
What's that?
Are you playing gigs down here, or do you have anything? I know we were trying to set something up over at Willie's Chicken Shack, but that's all. I don't even know what they're doing over there.
That's all right.
But we're gonna. I haven't shaken the doors in a while, just because I've been busy with a lot of other stuff. But we're definitely gonna get back out there and play some more music. I'd love to have you come out with us. But are you out there looking for other stuff? Or?
I'm not playing any gigs. But when Nate was here, a few months ago, we did. I went and bought a guitar over at the Grateful Guitar.
Yeah.
And
you could have borrowed one of mine.
We were doing some recording, but I just saw this electric guitar, and I don't play electric guitar, but I fell in love with it, so I bought it. It was just gorgeous. And I'm like, well, it's just gorgeous. I have to have it. But
It's in the closet. I have an electric guitar in the closet that I was going to give to the Bahama Village, but there's a lot of issues going on with that. They're moving and changing, and they couldn't take any other new stuff. So it's in there for them when they give me the green light.
Oh,
Larry
nice.
Bader is, I guess he's a part of that. So I got a violin. I mean, I got all kinds of stuff.
You got all kinds of guitars in there.
I got a.
These walls are covered.
Yeah, we
Y'all
got all
can't
kinds
see
of
right
stuff,
now,
but
they're all. He's got a lot of guitars.
Yeah, it's crazy here.
It's really cool.
But
yeah, we did Kim in there and the Grateful Guitar asked us to play a song, so we did Ride on Sally for her, and then but he's gonna be here in a few weeks.
Oh, cool! I hope I get to meet him when he's down here, and well, let us know when he's in town. We'll have him over. And, what? Yeah, we're going on a big sail trip in March.
Okay.
We're going to the Bahamas, and we're actually looking for people who want to join us. So if you want to go sailing, it's out in the Bahamas. We're going for 7 days.
Oh, wow.
I can tell you all about it later, but a couple people have backed out on us just because of life and things. But I'm telling you, it's a killer little trip. So
wow.
But yeah, if you're interested, let us know. Mo, yes, I need to learn to say no, so thank you. And then something about that's her third confession tonight. Apparently, you've had 3 confessions. You didn't even know it.
Oh, see, there
You're
you
on
go.
a roll.
I'm on a roll.
So I want to get to this song. Destiny is Calling. We played it, last week. We're going to run into Beach Buddah after this and talk about some Beach Buddah coffee. But you don't have to leave. You can hang out the rest of the show if you want. You just let us. Yeah,
I'll hang out.
Yeah, you're more than welcome to hang out with us. It's been fun talking and get to know you because I didn't get to really do a whole lot of talking with you when you were here for the Sunday show. I didn't even know you got on the radio with everybody because I'm out in the kitchen doing stuff and taking care of this and that. And then I look at the video later and I'm like, well, when the hell did you get on the radio? And,
I had to talk with Danny.
Yeah, I thought it was great, But that's
Danny and I like Danny and Heather. Man, they're my peoples.
They are good people.
My Tennessee.
We're
peeps.
actually playing up in at his birthday party this year. We're finally going to go up and play. So.
Well, hallelujahs. That'll be so much fun.
We're going to have a good time.
It's going to be a good, because that's like July 6th.
Yeah, July 6th.
Right.
Yeah, we're going to do that.
July 4th weekend.
Over the years, we couldn't go because my mom's birthday is July 9th.
My mom's birthday is July 9th.
There you go. Oh, my God. That's cool.
And my brothers. And my uncles.
Holy crap. July 9th is a special day for the whole
my
family.
Yeah. Is that wild?
Do y'all sit around going, okay, here's when we got to do all this stuff because it's got to happen on the 9th.
It's really funny because my brother growing up was really did not want to share his birthday with my mom.
Oh, my gosh. Well, we're going to get to your song. We're going to come back with some other stuff because I need to get to Beach Buddah Coffee, talk about some of our sponsors and everything. And I appreciate you hanging around with us.
Yes, thanks for having me. This was great.
We love having you. And this is Destiny is Calling, B-Man and Michelle's Coastal Confessions Radio on Tiki Man Radio on a Friday night. Thanks for hanging out with us. And thank you, Heather Hayes.
Lenae.
I was going to say Renee.
Renee. It sounds like Renee.
I got like Renee. All right.
L instead of an R.
I'll get to it. Guys, thanks for hanging out with us. We appreciate you guys. We got a little bit more time in the show.
I could not see the day. Though the light shine bright, I somehow lost my way. Walked away and you didn't care, and I was swimming in a hurricane, drifting deep in the sea, didn't even look. Then set it the motion. destiny is calling. At a glass ceiling, walked away and you didn't care. When I was swimming in a hurricane, drifting deep in the sea, didn't even look for me. Yeah, yeah. Let our dreams carry us. Been sailing through the oceans, and ever carry us, controlled by emotion. Destiny is calling, 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 destiny is calling. Were the light to my path, and I could not see the day. Though the light shined bright, I somehow lost my way. Destiny is calling, 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 destiny is
Nailtini Nail Bar and Day Spa in Key West offers a relaxing and serene atmosphere. Whether you are visiting Key West or a local, Nailtini is your temporary getaway from stressful everyday life. We provide a wide range of services. Dr. Lesson offers Botox and fillers by appointment only. We have skincare that includes waxing and facials. And for nails, it's not just a pedicure. You can get gel, you can get acrylic. While our skilled professionals pamper you and your guests, you can sit back and enjoy a relaxing manicure, pedicure in one of our massage chairs and enjoy a complimentary martini or other drink option. To see all our spa services, visit us at our website, nailtiniKeyWest.com, or call 305-294-4443 to talk with one of our skilled professionals and to make your appointment today.
I've been a naughty boy. I didn't get a toy. Santa Claus left nothing underneath my tray. He knows that I've been bad, but being good just ain't my bag. So here's the thing to do if you're just like me. Everybody pull the shades, lock the door like you did before, and have a naughty, naughty Christmas and a down and dead New Year. Naughty, 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 peace and love and good cheer. If you haven't got someone you love someone you're near, and have a naughty, naughty Christmas. Yeah! Naughty, naughty Christmas, and a downy, downy New Year. Naughty, naughty Christmas, filled with peace and love and good cheer. If you haven't got someone you love someone you're near, and have a naughty, naughty Christmas. Have a naughty, naughty Christmas. A naughty, naughty Christmas this year. Oh, yeah. Naughty, naughty Christmas. In the towns of
Hi, this is the Beach Buddha, and I'm hanging out right now drinking a little bit of my Coconut Bay roast, and of course it's spiked with a little Key West smuggling rum, and I'm listening to the world-famous B-Man and Michelle Coastal Confessions, and boy, I got a couple of confessions of my own to make, but we won't talk about them right now. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show, and get yourself some Beach Buddha coffee at beachbuddhacoffee.com. Cheers, y'all. Love you.
Cheers, y'all. Beach Buddha Coffee is the official coffee here at the Beechy Shell Hideaway, and we have it in the Beechy Shell studios, too. But we're not drinking it tonight. We're drinking vodka. What are you drinking over there?
I was drinking vodka. Now it's empty.
Your glass is empty. That's a faux pas here at the... So even Willie, his ears went back like, what? Her glass is empty? What the heck? So, Naughty Naughty Christmas. That was Danger Danger. And before that, that was Destiny is Calling. Lenae.
Yeah.
Your new one. I love it.
Thank you.
I love it. Yeah, I played that last week, and I thought that was pretty cool. Are you joining us? Oh, Michelle's getting into the Cheetos.
Snacks.
All right, let's get her on the couch. Michelle, hold that bag of Cheetos up so everybody... There we go. The Cheetah girl. So, yeah. And then, well, cool. First time in Key West for Christmas?
Yes.
What do you think?
I love, like, over there by the water with the Christmas tree and the palm trees that are all lit up.
The Key West Bite.
Yes. Oh, my. Oh, it's so cool.
Is that not beautiful?
Yeah, it's so beautiful.
Did you go down for the Christmas tree lighting?
I got there right after it was lit.
That's always a fun thing to do. What's weird is this year, everything seems like it happened so fast. But then when we look at the calendar, it's really, it's kind of normal. But for whatever, this year seemed a little bit different. And what the hell? So we're enjoying the holidays. And I didn't get those rum balls out.
You didn't.
All right. So after we get done talking about, we're going to get the rum balls out.
Okay, good.
And let you try them. Plus, I'm going to have them tomorrow night at the Nailtini. We're going to take some down there, and we're getting sandwiches. We're taking down tomorrow. Everybody's kind of like just bring your own, whatever sandwich or something like that. So we're going to get sandwiches tomorrow. I'm going to take the rum balls down.
All right.
What'd you do? Oh, you threw a Cheeto at the cat. Michelle's throwing Cheetos at the cat. And he didn't grab it. So, hey, I appreciate everybody who's hanging out with us tonight. Michelle Myers had to go to bed. So, thanks for listening in, Michelle. We appreciate you. She is the ambassador for Tiki Man Radio. Let's talk about Beach Buddha Coffee real quick because this month, normally every month we have a artist of the month. Of course, last month was Jimmy Buffett. We figured we'd, with his passing, and of course he pushing out the new music that he did just, I say prior to passing and then after he passed, all the new stuff that was coming out. But this month, December, we're kind of doing a recap of all the artists that we've had for this year.
Oh, cool.
And so what I came up with was Percy Abel, who is one of the Trop Rock Artists of the Month for Beach Buddah Coffee. I had a song called Island Pig Christmas. We're going to play that one here shortly. But
all right.
I encourage everybody up. First of all, their Facebook page has changed. It's the Beach Buddah Coffee Company. That way it's more in your face with who they are.
All right.
Go out to their webpage because there's a lot of cool things going on their webpage. They got a great lineup of coffee. Have you ever had the Beach Buddah coffee yet?
I had some over here.
Well, if you want, are you a big coffee drinker?
Yeah, I like coffee.
Okay, so I'm gonna.
I have to have it every
Before
morning.
you leave, please do not forget. I will give you. He sends me little mini packs of coffee. I want you to take some home.
Oh, yes.
And let your friends know or share it with people. But it's one of those things where it's our way of trying to draw the business to Beach Buddah Coffee because he's got some really good gourmet coffee out there. And my favorite is the Coconut Bay. I can't help it. But he's got the Sunrise Bay, Sunset Bay. He's got what's that one with CK's? I think it's CK's Beach one, or I can't. Sunrise Villa Beach one, but it's basically a sea salt caramel.
Oh, wow.
And it's really, really good.
Oh, that sounds
really good. And they've got all kinds of other flavors.
time.
Go out on their webpage, beachbuddahcoffee.com. You can see everything they got out there. There's a lot of really cool stuff. Maureen wants to know, why are we going to Nailtini tomorrow with the rum balls? Tomorrow is the official Key West parade. It's always
Christmas
yes,
parade.
It's always the first Saturday of
Christmas parade.
Christmas parade. It's always the first Saturday of December. What did I say?
Just the Key West.
All right. It's the holiday Christmas parade. It's always the first Saturday of the month. It's early this year. Normally but yeah. But we're going to sit on Nailtini. That's where you'll find us. All these parades that goes on down here, we're always on Nailtini's porch. We're going to do our New Year's Eve radio show from Nailtini this year again. We did it last year. We're going to do it again this year. Probably have the cameras out there so you get to see what's happening on the street and everything. So we're going to have a good time with that. But Beach Buddah Coffee, and I think you can get some Beach Buddah Coffee at Nailtini. I'm always taking stuff over there. So, yeah, there's a lot of good things happening. Let me put the camera on me. So, yes, so that's what we're doing. We've got the holiday parade tomorrow at Nailtini. I may try and go live on my phone so you get to see some of the cool floats that's going on. I'm taking a speaker down there because I think Sissy, she wanted me to do announcements, but I'm not doing it because of my throat. I've had this cough, this cold, and I need a break. So I think she's going to be doing it.
All right.
But lots of cool stuff happening. We're going to get to some more music. Percy Abel, Island Pig Christmas, and then we'll be back. Are you going to hang around for a few?
I'm hanging around.
All right, I love hearing that.
I want to hear Percy's song.
Percy's got some good stuff. So
Yeah, he
Island
does.
Pig Christmas, right here on B-Man and Michelle's Coastal Confessions on Tiki Man Radio. We're getting the rum balls out here pretty soon.
Well, Sweet Pea, the island pig, she lives on a spit of sand, surrounded by that turquoise water, middle of the Caribbean. Seems she had the perfect life, summer all year round. But Sweet Pea dreams of a different place where there's snow on the ground. Well, Sweet Pea, the island pig, dreams of pulling Santa's sleigh. She lays on that white sand beach and thinks about the day when she'll lead the reindeer when they fly around the globe and help to land Santa's sleigh on the rooftops filled with snow. Sweet Pea, the island pig, knows that she may never fly, but every year around Christmas Eve she stares up at the sky, looking for Santa's sleigh, the reindeer in the lead. 'Cause it's the season of miracles if you just believe. Well, Sweet Pea, the island pig, dreams of pulling Santa's sleigh. She lays on that white sand beach and thinks about the day when she'll lead those reindeer as they fly around the globe and help to land Santa's sleigh on the rooftops filled with snow. happened one Christmas Eve as Sleepy stared up at the sky. She thought she saw Santa's sleigh go flying by. Then out of nowhere, Santa landed on the beach. He looked down at Sleepy and asked, do you want to leave? Now Sweet Pea, the island pig, she's leading Santa's sleigh. She lays on that white sand beach, thinks about the day when she led those reindeer as they flew around the globe, and helped to land Santa's sleigh on the rooftops filled with snow. Well, Sweet Pea, the island pig, she's leading Santa's sleigh. She lays on that white sand beach and thinks about the day when she leads those reindeer as they fly around the globe, and help to land Santa's sleigh on the rooftops filled with snow, and help to land Santa's sleigh on the rooftops filled with snow.
Hey, this is Ed the Train Man.
Hi, this is Pat the Pitcher Girl. Come get on the Peace Train with Ed the Train Man every Monday from 6 to 8 Eastern Island Time. That's 5 to 7 Central Island Time.
So grab a bottle of reggae wine and come join us for our Monday night party. Live from the Paradise Way Studios in Crown Point, Indiana. Right here on Tiki Man Radio.
It could be someday it's going to come. 'Cause out on the edge of darkness, there rides the peace train. Oh, peace train, take this.
Hey, this one goes out to all you sailors out there, myself included. It sure is a great day to be by the water. Thank you, Jimmy. As the son of a sailor, I went out on the sea for adventure, expanding the view of the captain and crew like a man just released from indenture. As a dreamer of dreams and a traveling man, I have chalked up many a mile, with dozens of books about heroes and crooks, and I learned much from both of their styles. Son of a son, son of a son, son of a son of a sailor, son of a gun, rode the last time, one step ahead of a jailer. Now in my near future, southeast of disorder, you can shake the hand of the mango man as he greets you at the border. And the lady she hails from Trinidad, island of the spices, salt with your meat and cinnamon sweet, and the rum is for all your good vices. All the shooting is we ride on the wind that our forefathers harnessed before us. Hear the bells ring as the tide rigging sings. It's the son of a gun of a chorus. Where it all ends, I can't fathom, my friends. If I knew, I might toss out my anchor. So I cruise along, always searching for songs. Not a lawyer, a thief, or a banker, but a son of a son, son of a son, son of a son of a sailor, son of a gun, rode the last time, one step ahead of the jailer. I'm just a son of a son, son of a son, son of a son of a sailor. The seas in my veins, my tradition remains. glad I don't live in a trailer. Thank you very much. Appreciate y'all coming out. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
All right. I can tell that some of you out there are going to identify with this song quite readily. It seems that when they call me to write songs for movies, they give me characters to write for that it's not a big stretch for me when I have to write for people like spider hunters and fishermen, and then there's Spicoli. All right, we all went to Ridgemont High at one point in our lives, so whether you knew it or not, here's a little song I wrote for that movie. Mr. Spicoli, here's your song. So clean on the coast. Let's hop in the van, catch a buzz on. Cruising's what I think the most. I don't know if the wind's gonna blow. I don't know. Something that you'll never know. I keep it right here in my back mind. I take it wherever I go. I don't know if I'm high or low. I don't know. I don't know if I'm high or low. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Thank you, Mr. Spicoli, for the inspiration. Oh. Bless me, Father, for I have sinned.
Make your plans for the 17th Annual Tiki Bar Summer Party, July the 6th, 2024, right here in Harrison Bay. The lineup this year is B-Man and Michelle, and headlining the stage is Tim Campbell and the Tropical Attitudes Band. It's always a great time, and there'll be other artists, special guests. You never know who's going to show up. Go ahead and make your plans. Go over to TikiManRadio.com and click on the Where to Stay tab and get your rooms booked right now. That's the 17th annual Tiki Bar Summer Party, July the 6th, 2024. Come on out and have a birthday bash with me, right here at the Tiki Bar. Here's your weekly lineup for Tiki Man Radio. Sundays, it's The Big Show. Sunday mornings with the Tiki Man starting at 10 a.m. Eastern Island Time. Streaming live on the Island J live cam from the Chocolate Bar Studios in Harrison Bay. Come over and be part of the show. After The Big Show, it's Tuesday on the Island Replay with B-Man and Michelle. Recorded live from Key West. Later that afternoon on Sundays, starting at 5 p.m., it's Rick the Stick's Hometown Licks, sharing the music of his hometown. And later on Sunday, it's the Sound Man from Hell with Gary Eck, the Key West Show, live from Key West. Mondays from 6 to 8 p.m., get on the Peace Train with Ed the Train Man, live from Crown Point, Indiana. Tuesday at noon, it's Surfs Up with Callie McCool and the Student Crew. Tiki Man Radio's internship from Antioch High School in California. The kids are learning how to produce and do their own show. Compliments of Tiki Man Radio. It's the Lunchbox Special with Surfs Up every Tuesday at noon Eastern Island Time. Wednesdays, it's Where the Boots Meet the Beach with Tropical Country with B-Dog and Lou. Streaming live on the MFG Tropical Live Cam from the Chocolate Bar Studios from 7 to 9 p.m. Fridays at noon, it's the local side of Key West with our concierge girl, Kelly, Tiki Man Radio's personal assistant in Key West. You're planning a trip to Key West, make sure you reach out to Kelly. Friday, starting at 8 p.m., it's Coastal Confessions with B-Man and Michelle from the Beechy Shell Studios in Key West, live every Friday, having some fun with their friends and sharing great music. Saturdays, take a trip back in time with Jukebox Saturday mornings starting at midnight and going to noon. This is where we open up the massive archives of the radio station and take you back to that old shaggin' music. That's your weekly lineup for Tiki Man Radio. Make sure you tune into all these great shows and keep listening to Tiki Man Radio and have some fun.
That's right. Have some fun with Tiki Man Radio. If you guys missed all that, I can replay that again. I can do it again. And if you're having a good time tonight and you missed out, well, we'll do that. Hey, real quick, thanks, Harriet. You guys are tuned in tonight. Yes, the holiday parade is tomorrow. And we're going to have a good time doing that. Let me turn it down right there. And so, yeah, I wanted to talk about this real quick. The Conch Republic Military Forces. So Michelle and I had the opportunity last night to go to the change of command for the military forces here in the Conch Republic, and we saw the flag burning. So a lot of people are like, what is the flag burning? Well, you know, yesterday was the last day of hurricane season, and we actually had the weather guy came out and did the official today. There is no more. All right, go ahead. Your mic's on there, Michelle.
There might be, but there's no. It's officially the end of hurricane season.
That's right.
There still could be more hurricanes.
So, so we've got that all taken care of. I think. I hope. But the cool thing about this year's event was Finbar, who has been the supreme commander. And we got all this stuff. And,
as long as we've been here.
Yeah, people laugh about this stuff, but you know what? This is the Conch Republic, and if you remember back, I think it was 1982, right around that time frame when
it happened.
They decided to
when it went down.
When they decided to put the toll booth up there. If you're coming to Key West, we're going to put a toll up there, and the Conch Republic said, "Oh hell no!" And so we decided that we would
secede.
I always say succeed. But we decided to secede.
Well, we seceded from Florida.
From Florida.
We didn't secede from the United States.
And so there was a big hoopla about that. And, you know, the bottom line, and we made the national news.
I think we should have stayed seceded, personally.
Yeah, I could care less about Northern Florida knuckleheads up there. But, you know, that's just
we should be like, we could have joined the Virgin Islands or something.
Yeah. No, we are the gateway to the Caribbean.
Yeah, I mean, we could either be our own thing, or if the Virgin Islands already exist, so we could just join them.
Right.
That's right. That was easier.
So this came out.
Right, Willie?
So last night, Michelle and I, we started the Conch Republic Air Patrol a few years ago, and then we ended up doing the Conch Republic Aerospace Program. And that
is the deal.
Is really the big deal. We're the first two Conchronauts not astronauts, but concronauts for the Conch Republic. And, it's all about giving back. How can you give back? And of course, Finbar's history, we've got this whole history of what he did and doing the one human family thing. And, the bottom line is how do we take care of one another down here, especially if we have hurricanes? How do we take care of one another here on the island, to get everything back to normal? And that's the important thing about what we do down here. And the flag burning, we're all happy that we got 6 months. We can take a breath, and hopefully we don't have to deal with it again next year. Or if we do, we come together as one big human family down here, and we take care of one another. I mean, I can remember people saying, after Irma hit, they were like, I was so sick of eating steak and lobster because the restaurants were having all, they're trying to cook all the food so it doesn't go bad.
Well, and not just the restaurants, but the restaurants and the grocery stores.
Grocery stores and everything,
and GFS and, all the other stuff. It's like everything that's going to go bad because the generators don't have any more stuff and we can't keep the freezers going anymore.
Well, exactly. So, the bottom line is, we're taking care of one another down here. It's like we don't want food to spoil, but let's cook it. And, it's one of those things where it's a bad thing, but it turns into be a good thing when each one of us are taking care of everybody.
Yeah.
So there's a big write-up in this. But what I want to say is that our Conch Republic Aerospace Program, which if you go out on Facebook, there is over 600 members that are a part of it. I'm working on T-shirts to where people, if you want to order a T-shirt, I've got new patches that we're going to order because we're out of patches. Last night, of course, Gary was giving away, and then Gary left them sitting on the table, and then people were coming up and grabbing them thinking they were free. So, I mean, these are $10, patches, but that's okay. Mm-hmm. We're going to order more, and, people want them. But what I think was really cool is when they talk about the branches of the Conch Republic military forces. And it was neat because Michelle and I were in the audience last night, when they're doing the change of command, because it went from Finbar to Scarlett J. She is now the Supreme Commander for the Conch military. But they were talking about, you had the Air Force. We had the CIA, which they call them cuties in action. You've got the 82nd Auburn, not airborne,
you
but
have to be a redhead to be in that.
82nd Auburn Division. You have the Coast Guard. You have the Marine Army, which I will say the Marine Army, the guys, Brian Vest, those guys go out in the mangroves. Ever since Katrina, these guys go out in the mangroves and
clean them up.
They clean. And I can't even tell you the amount of crap that they've brought out. Refrigerators, TVs, things like that. They've done such a great thing. You have the Green Ops. You got the Navy Reserve.
Who's the Green Ops?
Green Ops is Dee Dee Green.
Yeah.
Dee Dee Green started the Green Ops. Then you have the Black Ops. We have a K-9 unit. We have the Army and 1st Artillery Division, which Scarlett J. So last night they blew the cannon, which was perfect. Oh, my God, when the cannon went off. And then here's where Michelle and I were like, hell yeah. The aerospace program.
Conch Republic Aerospace Program.
Conch Republic Aerospace Program. And the general, me, and of course, I'm the CO, Michelle's the XO.
I should have probably been a lieutenant general. We need to probably clean that up a little bit.
But the point being is that, 7 years on this island.
We put this together quickly because Gary told us about it about a week and a half ago.
So our logo's in there. This is what I think is so cool. 7 years ago we moved here. This year we celebrated our freshwater conch thing. We renewed our wedding vows on Dog Beach and it was a very funny ceremony because Michelle came up with the script and it was perfect. I loved, and people started laughing, when we were talking about that. And then now they finally have recognized us as part of the conch military, and I think.
Official, not just
the official, yeah.
Not just hanging out on the sidelines kind of guys.
So when you're getting pictures with the mayor and other dignitaries out there, because we actually had Conch Republic aerospace people out there in uniforms last night.
Yeah, besides us, yeah.
Which was the neatest thing. So we're working on T-shirts, working on so many other things. But I was so proud. I was so happy. But I want to say this: we do good things. Part of what we do is plogging, and I haven't posted it yet today.
You and Dee Dee started that. So between us and the green thing,
Yeah.
You guys started.
We started plogging, and I never leave Dee Dee out. I always said there's 3 people who started. It was me, Dee Dee Green, and Paul Blatt. 3 people, 3 buckets, 3 pickers. We go down to White Street Pier. And I said this today because now I'm the official. I give out the city coin every week to a volunteer, and now we have every week we have businesses now that are sponsoring us, and they have like refreshments and coffee and water and stuff out there.
Oh, nice.
Here's what is so cool about this. So today we had 43 people, and I said, you know what? I go 5.5 years ago. It started with 3 people, and today we have 43 people, and everybody just lit up. Was like, this is the coolest thing, and you know, the one thing I want to say is like today we picked up over 280 pounds of trash.
Oh, wow.
We picked up 5 gallons of cigarette butts.
Holy cow.
And I forget what the recycle was. I think it was like 20 or 30 pounds worth of recycling, like, you know, cans and water bottles and stuff like that. But
wow.
This is the stuff that we do, and we're keeping track of it. And that's what the Conch Republic Aerospace Program is all about. What are you doing in your community? Whether it's SPCA, whether it's raising, you know, money for kids funds and things like that. That's what we're all about.
Yeah.
So thank you, each and every one of you who are a part of it. If you come down to Key West, we've had a lot of visitors, you know, a lot of people who come down for the Songwriter Showcase, and they make a point on their Fridays to be a part of the plogging and be out there. So I just think it's really cool. It makes me feel really good. So I think it's about time for us to close the show out tonight. That clock's wrong, but my clock says
about quarter after.
We're 10:15. So is there anything else that, you know, Heather, you would like to, or Lenae, that you would like to pass on? Anything you want to bring up? What are you doing? Anything special?
No, just keep following me on, you know,
Yeah,
all the socials. And,
what are the social media sites that people can, like your websites and things like that?
Yeah. So it's Lenae.net. Lenae.net.
AE, okay.
And then social media, it's Instagram is Heather Lenae on Instagram, and then I'm on Spotify. I'm on all the music platforms.
Very cool. If you would, don't let me forget, either message me or before you leave here, write it down on this piece of paper here, your social media spots, so I have it correctly, because you know, after this show, we posted on SoundCloud, we posted on a Spotify podcast, it's on Amazon podcast, and it's on Apple podcasts. And what I want to do is advertise who I had you as a guest and where to find your stuff. And I want to make sure that they have your links that they can go to when people go out there and listen to and look at the about.
Yeah.
So,
all right,
so I want to make sure you
write
all that down before you leave, because I will put all that together this weekend.
Yeah, sweet.
I can't wait to hear the other stuff you got coming out. You're always welcome to come back on here at any time. You know, we do this on Friday nights. You're more than welcome to come and just hang out and be part of the cast.
All right. Well, don't have to ask me twice.
Yeah, that's what we do here. You know, we get a lot of people that come in and just want to hang out, and like Willie. See,
Willie on the table.
Willie is at home. Let me see if we can get him on the camera here. See, Willie is he's just like spread out there, and he's having a good time. So, thank you for being a part of the show tonight.
Thank you for having me.
And we got another song. I'm going to close stuff out, and we still have stuff to drink. And if you want another rum ball, you're more than welcome.
The run balls were great, you guys. By the way,
Yeah.
I did have one of those.
Michelle,
I say we still got to show her your mini studio in the back.
yeah, we gotta give her.
Yes.
We gotta
I'm
give
gonna
her
get the official tour.
Get the official tour here. So, hey guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us. We're going to be back here next week. As it stands right now, I've got Erica Sunshine Lee, Tiffany Green's in town. I think if Tiffany's in town, we might get Tiffany to come and join us on the show. She's always welcome to be a part of what we're doing. And anything else, Michelle? Lauren, oh, that's right. Lauren Davidson is in town next week. He's staying in the guest bedroom, so he might show up unless he's got some hot chick he's meeting downtown Key West.
Or if he's delayed and hasn't made it in yet.
You just never know with Lauren, but he's got like a harem of women, I think. I don't know, but I know he's up from Panama. He's up cleaning up his whatever he's doing there in Inglewood area, and then he's coming down here to spend 3 or 4 days here. And so we got a lot going on. And then of course the following week after that, we got
Becky Cat
or
Becky
Becky Lee. I think it's Becky Lee now.
Yeah, we'll have to see what the.
She grew up with my kids.
Okay.
So I feel like an old man when
Becky,
she
the
comes
next
down
door
here.
neighbor.
And, yeah. But yeah, so I've watched that girl grow up. I knew her when she was
Knee-high to a grasshopper.
about the size of Willie here. So
Knee-high to
yeah.
a grasshopper is what they say.
Guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me and Michelle. We had a great night. The video worked perfect. Everything went well. It's probably your aura or whatever, you brought in here and make it work. So thank you so much. We appreciate
You're
it.
very welcome. You're very welcome.
We're gonna close out. Michelle, anything you want to say before we close out?
Nope.
No. All right, we're gonna close out with a Robert Earl Keen.
Ooh,
I love this song because this is a live version of this song, and it's perfect because you and I just played it the other day. I think we played it on our Tuesday on the Island. I can't remember, but we did. So, guys, thanks for hanging out with us. We'll be back here again next Friday. B-Man and Michelle, Coastal Confessions, right here. Who knows who's going to show up with us, but we're going to be doing it. And thank you guys so much. We'll see you next week. Little Robert Earl Keen. I was going to say John Prine, but, I had a John Prine in here. But, Robert Earl Keen, Christmas with the Family. Thank you, guys. Have a good one.
Mom got drunk and Dad got drunk at our Christmas party. We were drinking champagne punch and homemade eggnog. Little sister brought her new boyfriend. He was a Mexican. We didn't know what to think of him till he sang Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad. Brother Ken brought his kids with him. The 3 from his first wife, Lynn, and the 2 identical twins from his second wife, Mary Nell. Of course, he brought his new wife, Kay, who talks all about AA. Chain smoking while the stereo plays Noel, Noel, the first Noel. Carved the turkey, turned the ball game on. Mixed margaritas when the eggnog's gone. Send somebody to the quick pack store. We need some ice and an extension cord. A can of bean dip and some diet-rights. A box of tampons, some Marlboro Lights. Hallelujah, everybody say cheese. Merry Christmas from the family. Fran and Rita drove from Harlingen. I can't remember how I'm kin to them. But when I tried to plug their motorhome in, they blew our Christmas lights. Cousin David knew just what went wrong. We all waited out on our front lawn. He threw a breaker and the lights came on, and we sang Silent Night, oh, Silent Night. Frosty the Snowman carved the turkey, turned the ball game on. Make Bloody Marys, 'cause we all want one. Send somebody to the stop and go. We need some celery and a can of fake snow. A bag of lemons and some diet Sprites. A box of tampons, some Salem Lights. Hallelujah, everybody say cheese. Merry Christmas from the family.
See, that was for the van here, you know.